EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass.
Raggedy ass stadium, ain't got no roof.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You look at this defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game.
What's up,
but in
son?
this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. The Patriots at 3-7 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing. Completions.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll try and run this with Austin. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Austin.
That's one.
Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability that was at the forefront on that one.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But you look at this defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Off the play fake, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check.
He gonna have a long day at the office.
Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now a first carry here for their running back. Now he's loose at the 40.
Who the man? Who the man?
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Up the middle they go. It's Douglas. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Prescott now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they come up now, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point forthcoming. And it's no good. No,
Boo.
And our score stays right where it is. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Off play action, Fields. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick.
He injured.
A loss of
Get him out of here.
and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, good. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Oilers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On play action, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
We let you have that.
Play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
2 yards to go, second down. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Fields. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season. Because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fields now to throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now it's Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing again is Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Fields. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, and now some space to operate. Still on his feet. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Pats are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Wow, 185 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 35 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott off play action. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Fights through and now a crease. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a handoff up the middle. Douglas. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
Well, when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 245 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with.
Get off of me, nigga.
Game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
Get off of
keep
me,
picking
nigga.
up good yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another.
Don't you ever tackle DeMarco Murray for a loss.
Continues that now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Prescott. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nah, call a play.
Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play action now, Prescott.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And that will write a finish.
Good game, baby boy. Don't ever challenge Houston.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for New England, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.